Okay, this is Group 3, Labor Unions. My name is Thomas Alberts.
My name is Glenn.
My name is Juan.
Brian Solis.
And then what? So
What?
today we will talk about labor unions.
The NCAA is the governing body of all college sports. What it is if you're a college athlete, you have to abide by the rules and regulations that they set forth. They actually just recently said that all athletes can have unlimited meals and snacks, because before you couldn't go over a limit, or else that would be considered, special treatment, and your school would get fined. The reason that college athletes are thinking about unionizing is because they have to play and practice over 40 hours a week on top of doing their schoolwork, and they don't get any compensation for it besides just a scholarship, and that's not really fair.
Another reason why student athletes should push for unionization is to get health care benefits. A lot of these players face a lot of injuries that should be taken care of appropriately.
At the end of the day, the players are the ones who put all the hard work and all the effort to make the school make all that money. So I think they also deserve a small part of those profits.
On the other side of that issue, these players already get a full ride to their college of their choice. A lot of people are out there struggling to pay for college. I know Miami-Dade, 60% of the students get some form of financial aid. Why should an athlete who doesn't have to pay for college get extra money on top of that? Glenn, what's your opinion on that?
And those players are doing the hard work. Why they're not getting paid? That's kind of like using players for money, and I don't feel that's fair, because really they're working hard just like any other athletes from any other sports.
So that's why I think this should be regulated a little bit better.
If universities started paying college athletes, it would be grossly unfair to the peers who work hard just to make ends meet.
I agree with Walton that our college athletes shouldn't be paid, because once you pay a college athlete, how do you distinguish between the sports? Obviously football is a big money maker, but how about women's soccer? That makes no money. So there's just so many technicalities that you have to get involved in that it really makes no sense. These full scholarships are enough on top of the stipend that they get at the end of the month. It just makes no sense.
Aside from college football unions, we're going to be talking about teachers and the unions that they have.
Teachers are heroes. They work very hard to educate us. The unions should work harder to make sure that teachers get what they deserve. Thank you.
In my opinion, I'm against teachers' unions. Pretty much what they do is keep teachers in place. It's very hard to get a teachers fired once they're in the union. The current system pays teachers based on how long they've been at a certain school or been teaching, and that's not fair, because a lot of times teachers lose their passion after a few years, and who's to say that the 24-year-old kid just coming out of college, wanting to teach and wanting to really make a difference in the world, is worse than the teacher that's been teaching for 10 or 15 years.
In the state of Kansas, many teachers have been fired recently.
And so once teachers know that, okay, I'm locked in, I've been here for 10 years, I can afford to really do whatever I want and still get paid a high amount, they get lazy, and the passion that first drove them when they first started is gone. Hey, how are you, son? You're good. I'm proud of your performance this season, Glenn. You've done well. Unfortunately, your lineman really couldn't protect you in the pocket. I know you've gotten injured. So what are your next steps? I know we don't have health insurance for you. I might have to take away your scholarship so we can make room for a more productive player on the team. Do you have a home to go back to, Glenn? Now that you're injured, man, we need to make room for...
Family, man.
You have kids, Glenn? I didn't know that. How many kids you got?
I got two, man.
2 kids?
Well, we should. I feel like we should be getting paid, because it's not fair. I gotta wake up every morning at 5 in the morning.
You put a lot of hours into this program, Glenn. I know. You're a 5th-year senior, man.
I'm here every morning at 5.
No, you put in the hours, man. I know you have. But just as it is, we need to get players, man. I'm sorry to say, but it's a business, man. That's exactly what this is. And it's not fair that we don't pay you guys, because if school's a business, if college sports is a business, you guys are employees. We should be paying you. But that's just not the system. But if you could be paid, what do you think You think you should get maybe better health insurance, some monthly money to spend, just, you know, get like a place? What do you think you should get?
I've been putting my sweat and tears into this day one. I should be getting everything.
Morning, Principal.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Charles. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna say we've gotten some negative reviews about your performance, and I think we're gonna have to transfer you to another school.
Transfer me for what?
I mean, you've lost your passion.
I've been teaching here for 10 years now.
Since you're part of the teachers union, it's gonna be hard to fire you, so I've decided to transfer you to another school.
I don't think there's a need to transfer me.
That's what you have to do.
I'm one of the last physical education teachers here at this school. A
Man,
class that's already dying in America.
and that should show you 60% of kids are obese right now. So what have you done? Nothing if kids are just getting fatter.
I've been doing my job. I think I've been doing my job.
What? Push-ups, cartwheels,
There's push-ups,
tetherball.
there's running.
That's pathetic. That's pathetic.
I
Mr.
think
Charles.
it's pathetic firing someone who's been here longer
We
than
can't
1.5
fire you.
years.
That's why we need to get rid of teachers unions, so I'm able to fire people like you.
There's no reason to transfer me though.
We shouldn't have to keep you because you're part of a union, and we shouldn't have to pay you more. You know, that young man James is a great physical education teacher. I don't understand, or Glenn. You know, they're great teachers. I don't understand why we have to pay you more than them, because those are the ones I want to keep. The young guys that are coming up in the system that are hungry. It is what it is, you know? Unions have been extracting influence all over America since day one. It is what it is.
Well, you know what? I don't think I need this. I don't want to work at this school anymore, so I hope you have a good day,
We're
Eugene.
transferring you. Fine. Thank you.